This has been Vivante from Vivante.us, and today I'd like to talk a little bit about the differences between hosting a site at WordPress.com or another commercial host. WordPress.com currently offers three different plans, and I'll take a look at those here. There's the basic plan, which is free, and in my classes, I have my students set up one of those just to play around with WordPress. You do have to use a subdomain that's not taken, and this would be an example of a site that I set up with a subdomain. The subdomain, there's no www, and the subdomain is bikingboston10.wordpress.com. So you can easily get a blog up and running for free with an address like that. They also offer a premium package, which gives you some more options, especially with the look of the site, and you can have your own domain pointed to the site. And they offer a business option, also with more themes, e-commerce, some other things. I really wouldn't recommend the business option. For $2.99, it's just not worth it. It's better to go with another host. If you're just getting started with WordPress and you don't want maybe the hassle of finding a host and setting WordPress up, the premium version is fine, I think, just to get started. WordPress.com, though, I don't recommend completely because it has some limitations, and I'll just talk a little bit about those. For one thing, when we're looking at the dashboard in WordPress.com and we go to Appearance Themes, we can change the look of our site here by picking one of their themes. Unfortunately, they're just sort of loading there. Unfortunately, we have to pick their themes. We can't install our own. They have many, many themes to choose from, and we can activate them, and you can see the green ones here are paid themes. They want $79 for that one. But it does have to be a WordPress.com approved theme. We can't load our own theme into WordPress. So this can sort of limit us because there's so many, you can create your own theme, and there's so many great theme companies out there that it would be nice if you could just upload your own theme to WordPress.com, but you can't do that. And you'll see here there's no way of uploading them. And I'm just going to switch to my WordPress installation at HostGator.com. And if I went here to Appearance Themes, you can see I have a few theme options, but I also have this Add New button right there. And if I click on that, I can actually just search for a theme or upload one right from my computer. So that's a huge difference. The second major difference is plugins. It's also a similar thing where WordPress.com wants to approve the plugins that you use. So if you look in the dashboard here, you don't even see a section for plugins. If I go to widgets here, these are basically all the approved widgets that can be used on WordPress.com. There's a lot of good ones here, but there's really thousands more to choose from on the web. These are just WordPress.com approved ones. So again, if I was in my own installation here, I do see plugins under there. And when I go to Add New, I can pretty much add any plugin that I want. I can search plugins on the web, or I can upload from my computer. That's a really big difference because there's just so many great plugins out there. Might not be available on WordPress.com, but they are available on the net. I think one of the reasons that WordPress.com does this is to sort of control the environment and make sure that there's no sort of buggy themes or plugins available. They're all sort of tested, and if WordPress gets upgraded, they work with the upgrade. So there's certainly some safety involved in that, but the freedom of having your own installation of WordPress and being able to do whatever you want to do with it is part of sort of the beauty of open source software, I think. So if I was just starting and I just wanted to get the feel of WordPress, I would start with a free WordPress blog with a subdomain like this. You can have more than one on WordPress.com, and you can show your friends the site, play around with the site. If I was starting a commercial website or a site that I knew I was going to have for some time, I would go with another host, partly because of the freedom of what you can do, but also the pricing is actually better. The host that I recommend right now, it's 2014, is HostGator.com. They're a really good host for open source. They have 24/7 chat, and I'll talk in another post more about different hosting companies you can look at. If it's a relatively small site, I would go with HostGator.com. If you were looking at a really large commercial site or really well-visited site, I would recommend going with a virtual machine at Amazon. So that's just a little bit about the differences between WordPress.com and having your WordPress installation at a hosting company. There's many hosting companies. Like I said, HostGator I recommend, but GoDaddy, thousands of hosts out there to choose from. So for Vivante.us, this has been Vivante. Thank you.